Hello, everyone, and excuse me. Welcome to the Morning Metaphysical Report. This report is for Saturday, April 18th, 2020. And Katniss says hello as well. Just woke up from a nap. My name is Lysander Xanthus, and I am a clairvoyant psychic and energy healer. And today I'll be guiding you through several daily practices, as well as sharing with you the numerology, astrology, and card reading for the day ahead. I like to begin by using a singing bowl. And the singing bowl is going to kind of clear our energy a little and put us in a good frame of mind to take in the report today. Oh, it's okay. She wants a blanket in my lap. Excuse me. There you go. Oh, there you go, sweetie. Sorry. I don't usually have her with me like this. Hello. All right, it's over, little one. I'm sorry. Next, I would like to guide you through a grounding exercise. I'm not sure that she liked the singing bowl very much. Grounding is important to do every day as a means of healing ourselves, releasing any accumulated negativity that we just came across throughout the day or that we picked up from others. And if you practice this every day over a period of time, it can also assist you in wearing down any energy blocks or toxic attachments or anything else that may be amiss in your energy. So I hope you'll follow along. It's a pretty simple exercise. Imagine yourself inside of a large bubble. This is your aura. Now imagine gently attached to the bottom of this bubble is a pipe that leads deep into the earth. For the sake of simplicity, imagine that your bubble is filled with a dark colored energy. Imagine or intend that this dark colored energy is draining down the bubble, down into the pipe, and into the earth. Breathe as you visualize this. We release all energy that is not serving our highest good. We release all energy that does not belong to us. We release all pain, negativity, toxic attachments, energy blocks, and anything else we are now ready to let go of. We release these things from every layer of our aura, from every chakra, from every part of our being and body. We release. As you see the last of this energy exit the bottom of your bubble, see the drain at the bottom disappear and know that your aura is sealed and complete. The pipe falls away from you and dissipates into the earth. And we have grounded. So after releasing energy, I find it helpful to replenish our energy, and we're going to be doing that with our crystal healing. So today's crystal is obsidian. I'm going to tell you a few qualities about this crystal, and then I'm going to channel its energy to you in a mini healing. Obsidian is truth enhancing. A strongly protective stone, it forms a shield against negativity. It blocks psychic attack and absorbs negative energies from the environment. It draws out our mental stress and tension. So I find this a particularly useful stone. So if you'd like to participate, just allow yourself to connect with the energy of this crystal, and we will begin our mini healing. I am channeling the energy of this crystal to you and through you. Take note of how the energy of obsidian feels in your aura. Alright, that concludes our mini healing, and that's been the energy of obsidian. So while we are in this energetic space, we are going to move into our affirmation for the day. We're going to say this affirmation together 3 times. I set myself free from all shoulds, and I choose to allow myself to be guided in my present. I set myself free from all shoulds, and I choose to allow myself to be guided in my present. I set myself free from all shoulds, and I choose to allow myself to be guided in my present. I'm just taking a moment to sit in the words, because these affirmations are good for me too. If you're so inclined, I encourage you to take this affirmation forward with you in the day ahead. That concludes our affirmation. Also, hello and welcome to everyone. Hello, Jolene, and any other first-time watchers. So next is actually our card reading for April 18th, which is the following day. So this reading comes to you from the Wisdom of Avalon Oracle cards, and this reading is for everyone watching, whether you're watching this live or in morning during your time zone. Morning in your time zone. This is going to give you insight and guidance into the day ahead, April 18th. So let's see what the cards have to say to us today. I have to try to not drop them on the cat in my lap. I don't know if you guys would care to see her real quick. She's fussing earlier in the video, but there she is. So I'm going to shuffle them over the desk. so sorry. Let's try not to do that. It's okay. Little cat. Well, these ones are for me later. But, oh no. She's moving. All right, so we have 3 cards for today. I'm going to type the titles of the cards on screen, and then we'll read them together. Because this is a collective reading, I do like to read from the booklet. I think the descriptions are so well written, and it allows each person to resonate with the sentences meant for them. Thank you. I'm very fond of this backdrop. It's actually a surprise gift. Movement, frog, and fire, fairy. All right. Occasionally I do add my own thoughts. So the first card is movement. This marker reminds you that all things change as part of the cycle of life. This may portend a physical move, or it heralds a release from restriction and waiting. Rejoice, for change is in the air, and new things are about to enter your world. This puts you on notice that it's time to broaden your horizons as you move forward on your path. You may travel to new and foreign places, both physically and inwardly. It is fortunate and timely to do so. Nothing is ever meant to be static in the ways of the living mystery. Movement brings challenges that must not be resisted, for progress can only be made by letting go of what was and welcoming what is and what is yet to come. This marker is always an omen of a change for the better. Very exciting. Next is the frog. The frog says that it's time to clean house and get rid of the clutter in your environment, your head, and your heart. Move out any objects, thoughts, or relationships that hold you back. It's time to get rid of anything that clutters your life or your space with unwanted, burdensome energy, or anything that weighs heavily on your heart. Look around you and take stock of what surrounds you. Does what you see hold positive and supportive energy? If not, it's time to throw it away and release it so that it, in turn, will release you from its influence. When the frog appears, it's always spring and time for cleaning your house, so you can allow new and fresh energy to enter your world. It's also actually spring, at least in the North Hemisphere. The frog says, it's time to release all things no longer appropriate to bring on your journey. Then you can hop to the next lily pad, light and free. And the final card is the fire fairy. The fire fairy sparks ideas into action. She rules the flame of creativity and encourages you to move quickly. She is also the voice of happy optimism, showing you signs, signals, and omens to support your dreams. The fire fairy gives you hope and courage and ensures that your dreams will come true if you simply act on them. When the fire fairy appears on your path, she gives you a gift, a magical sense of energy to help you complete any idea you have that serves the greater good. She signals positive outcomes for your efforts. The fire fairy brings you another gift, illumination. When you're in the dark about something, the fire fairy lends you her light so that your path will be filled with illumination. All things come to light quickly when the fire fairy appears. So a quick overview of all three. Movement pertains to, well, there's a lot of things changing right now, but you're moving in a positive. You're welcome, Diane. So that is the card reading for today. And Jolene, thank you. I feel that, luckily it is a very flattering background. All right, so let's come back here. Now I would like to, which one to do first? I think I would like to share with you the numerology for April 18th next. It is a 9-day. The number 9, it has a vibration of endings. It's the last number in a 9-day cycle of bringing things to completion, of clearing out. So rather, like the cards are just saying, actually releasing and letting things go. And this specific 9-day is a time to purge your heart and your mind. And when you're able to release the old and things that aren't true for you anymore, it allows you to find more truth within yourself and to see things more clearly without all that extra stuff kind of clouding things. So that's the numerology for the day ahead. Next, I'd like to share a little intuitive exercise. I did not make up this exercise. It's very slightly modified from something I learned. And so I'd like you to become fully present and draw your attention here. So don't zone out or close your eyes or anything. And I'd like you to bring your attention to all of your senses, just as a way to really fully be here. Now, most of us, unfortunately, do have negative thinking, or sometimes we have conversations with people again and again, over and over. And something I learned that has been very useful to me that I'd like to share is think about next time you're having an internal argument with yourself or with someone in your mind, or you are still thinking about something negative or that's bothering you, the thing to do is to stop and take a look at it and say to the person you're imagining in your head, whether it's your mom, your friend, your partner, an ex, someone from years ago, etc., and say, I don't want to have this conversation anymore. This conversation needs to end. I want to talk about something else. And then move your mind away from that person. What do you want to expend your mental energy on? So it's just really just being aware and stopping yourself and saying, I don't want to continue this conversation. This conversation is over, especially if it's an imaginary conversation you're having with someone, or you're replaying something from the past. It's like, unless it's serving you, there's no point in continuing the conversation. You're just throwing away your energy on it. So there's a lots of things to interrupt negative thoughts or spirals, such as like saying cancel or stop or thanks for sharing. But that's the one I'd like to share with you today. So I hope that it serves you well. Next, I would like to share with you the astrology for April 18th. So this is a description of the energy in the day ahead, April 18th, and the energy that is influencing all of us regardless of your individual sun sign, and that is available for all of us to use. So let us take a look, starting with the sun. The sun is in Aries for one more day, and then on the 19th, it goes into Taurus. So during this period, there's been a lot of energy available. This is just like one last day to really focus that energy, whether it's just towards a healthy outlet or towards a goal. And overall, a sense of being very direct and self-focused. The moon is in Pisces. So within ourselves, we are feeling very emotional, needing to connect more authentically with ourselves. So we are more connected to our intuition and emotions at this time. If we choose to delve into ourselves, it may be a bit easier at this time. Mercury is in Aries, so the way that we think, communicate with others, and express ourselves may be a lot more assertive or direct at this time. We may be more inclined to say what we really think during this period. Although I feel at this time, it's a good thing. Jupiter and Pluto are in Capricorn, so by embodying Capricorn traits such as self-sufficiency, taking responsibility for our actions, and addressing problems head-on, we can manifest opportunities for ourselves, as well as create inner transformation and transformation in our circumstances. Very powerful when we take full responsibility for ourselves and our lives. Venus is in Gemini. So in our relationships and love life, we are seeking more social stimulation and connection, more intellectual stimulation, and more fun. So we're not looking for it to be too serious at this time. Neptune is in Pisces, so we're very connected again to our intuition and subconscious self. If we choose to do so, we can use that inner knowingness to direct ourselves towards our highest good. Uranus is in Taurus. This energy has been here for a few months now, and it's here to really shake things up and create massive changes, and it's encouraging us to step out of our status quo and to create a new foundation for our lives, one that's actually built on our highest good and what we want for ourselves, not just kind of going along to get along. Mars and Saturn are in Aquarius, so there is a huge push of energy towards restructuring our lives, and a big focus on what it is we're sharing with others. We're being called to take more responsibility for how we connect with our community and the effect that we have on others and the world at this time. And those are the planets. Let's take a look at our aspects. So let's see here. The moon in Pisces is squared with Venus in Gemini. So there's a bit of a tension in this energy. Moon in Pisces is very internal, introspective, is very cuddly and wanting deep, authentic connection. Oh, it's not the one I meant to click on. Venus in Gemini is a bit more light and wanting to connect with a lot of people and be more outgoing. And for it to be more intellectually or mentally centric than emotional. So you may find it difficult to satisfy both needs during this day, but that is all right. It just means that we may have especially inspiring conversations today, meaningful conversations about what needs to go and where our real path lies. Mercury is in Aries, and it is in sextile with Mars. in Aquarius. So Mercury in Aries, very lots of energy, especially in terms of how we express ourselves, how we are putting ourselves out there, very direct and passionate energy in our intellect and how we express and communicate. Mars is also a very strong energy since it is the ruler of Aries. And Aquarius, with this being an Aquarius, there is also an emphasis on the knowledge and resources and our parts of ourselves that we share with others. So kind of going along with the first aspect I shared, a really passionate sharing of ideas and information and being very direct in expressing all these things. So what an exciting day to have conversations, I would say. And that is the astrology for April 18th. Came to the home screen, but I'd actually like to say that the Morning Metaphysical Report is made possible by viewers like you. Thank you. On screen in a moment are the names of the members of our Patreon. I'd like to thank you all so very much for your continued support and for helping me have the ability to be here every day to share this information with everyone. You're playing a big part. Also, thank you to everyone who shares these videos every single day. And of course, all of you who watch. This was created for you. And thank you for including this as part of your spiritual journey today. If you'd like to learn more, please visit patreon.com/Morning Metaphysical Report. Members get access to exclusive content such as the monthly Metaphysical Report, and that supports the continuation and growth of the show. All right. So now it is time for us to cast our psychic shield. This is also an important daily practice. It can protect you from foreign and hostile energy from other people or entities. Sorry. And if you are receiving healing or practicing healing on yourself, it can protect that energy from being interfered with. It's very simple, so I hope you'll follow along. Imagine or intend drawing a gold equal-armed cross in front of you. In the center of that cross, see a white rose open and bloom. Draw that gold energy upward and draw a cross and bloom a rose above you, behind you, and below you. Imagine connecting these crosses so that you are inside of a vertical gold ring. Carry that gold energy to the side and draw a cross and bloom a rose to one side. See that connecting with the cross behind you, and then draw one on the other side. Connect these crosses in a horizontal ring surrounding you. Stopping here at the side, connect the crosses in a vertical ring going the other direction. So you should be inside of 3 gold rings. Now see that gold energy spread to fill in the spaces between the rings. So you are in a complete gold sphere. And that's it. You've cast a psychic shield. Finally, I would like us to set an intention for our day ahead. We are the creators of our reality, so this is a simple way to engage that for ourselves. I encourage you to set an intention for yourself or to set my intention for you. Another good practice is to visualize or imagine with all of your senses, so sight, sound, taste, touch, what you would like to experience ahead in your future or in the day tomorrow. This day ahead brings us more opportunities for growth, for progress, and to continue unfolding our path before us. This day ahead brings us an opportunity to discover more of our authentic selves and our passion, and to become more open to receiving our highest good and living in our highest good. We are grateful. Thank you. And so it is. Thank you everyone for joining me. Remember to like, follow, or subscribe to the page or channel where you are watching this, primarily my Facebook page and my YouTube. You can also find this on our Patreon. I hope you all have a beautiful day ahead, and thank you for joining me as always. Be so blessed. See you later.